Hello and welcome to Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures on what is a very special day here in the UK. Today is Father's Day, so hello to all the fathers past, present and future. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. And the second reason it's a special day is because we've had rain. After such a long time without any rain, we have rain. And my plants love it. The sunflowers here, I swear, have grown at least a foot overnight, or appear to have done anyway. And it's been great for my rain catchers too, my big water butts. One was half empty, it's now full. That's how much rain we had last night, and amazing. As I step through the plants here, I've come a little closer, and well, I love the rain. It's great for the plants, and it somehow soaks into the soil really, really well. Before I continue with this introduction, I'd like to say hello to Sarah and the team up in Normanby Hall near Scunthorpe. I've been invited to go. I've been before in the past, and this next week I might put a few of the little videos that I did a few years ago there. It's an amazing place. It's stunning, run by amazing people, and there's a food and drinks festival. I say drinks, there's probably no drinks involved, but it's a great festival and it's happening today. Unfortunately, I can't go because we've got car troubles, so I can't get there. So once again, thank you for the invite, and as you said, next year I may have to get on a bike and get there because it is an eco-friendly event. So I hope you're having a wonderful day. You have the weather for it. Apparently though, later on today we're supposed to be getting thunderstorms. Anyway, so I can welcome all the new subscribers. And as you see, I have a little mug in my hand, and it's a tradition here on the allotment. We drink lots and lots of tea, and this is actually a special one. I got this bought for Father's Day. It's got a little Wellington boot, and it says, "A little dirt never hurt." Well, there's nothing truer in that. Well, sit back, relax. That's right, and get yourself a cuppa. And welcome to Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures. Cheers. One of the jobs that most gardeners hate, of course, is weeding. And what I should have done is, which I've done with my onions over there, it was the black plastic sheeting, because it's just fantastic actually. I know it's plastic and I don't like using plastic, but it has been brilliant. So I'm going to look for next season into another form of cloth. I've got other forms of cloth protection, but it's the stuff, it's a proper weed barrier, so nothing actually gets through. It won't even allow water to penetrate, but I want something that does. So I'm going to start looking. So you have to weed. I heard a fantastic quote. I was listening to the radio, and somebody's asking for advice. You've just got a new allotment, and what advice would you give? And it's brilliant. I love the question. What advice would you give someone whose wife actually has had an allotment for some time? He's retiring, and he's going on to join her on the allotment. And one of the panelists said, the advice I would give you is to learn about weeds, to identify weeds from the moment they pop their leaves through the ground, for the first shoot that comes up. So you can look down and go, that's a weed. Because it's brilliant advice, actually. I'm lucky here because I know where I planted things. Having said that, I thought my onions were doing really well. And I've started weeding today, and 50% of what was in the ground weren't onions. They were grasses, and they looked like onions. So a false sense of security there. Now look at it, I've got lots of onions. In fact, here we are, look, I've got some here ready to go in the ground. So I'm going to be putting these in to the spaces here in front of me, because actually they don't need much room to grow. So we can plonk those in. The onions that are in are doing really well. And yeah, so these will go into the ground. But isn't that fascinating? Learn about weeds so you can identify them and you can get rid of them, or leave them if you like the flowers off them. So weeding, there's two methods I use. The first is I always use my fingers. I get in there, and obviously you've got to be very careful because there's been over winter been manured and all sorts of things put in there. So you must wash your hands afterwards. I've got a lovely little device here, and it's just a flat head. It's really sharp at the edges. And this is the click and go system, so I can have a longer shaft here if I want to. But I like just to get down and come amongst them, because then you can really look and see what is a weed. I mean, here, look, there we are. I've just pulled that out. That, again, and you can go really as deep as you like, and you can actually, and that does actually disturb the ground, which allows the water to get down through there. My problem I have got now is I really have to go through this little trench here, because, again, we've got lots of little weeds coming up. But in this trench here, this is where my carrots have been sown. And I can see, actually, that carrots are coming through. The problem I've got again here is there's little grasses coming. So you need to identify whether that's part of an early carrot, because the early carrots here, these ones have got little leaves that look identical to the grass. So I'm going to have my hands and knees here, very slowly going through. But it's looking nice. It's looking lovely. Brilliant stuff, isn't it? I just love sitting, you know. The birds are singing. There's a slight breeze. It's cool today. I know I've got my legs out, and I do apologise for that. I hope I've not shocked anybody with the state of my undress. But it's great to look around. There you go, a little weed there poking its head out, and it allows me to get underneath it. And well, I'll just sorry. Well, here I am amongst my potatoes. I'm being very careful because I've got red cabbages below my feet and my knees. I've had to protect the red cabbage because something was eating them. But I do have a very young magpie pottering around, and I'm hoping now we've got a bit of leaf coverage here that I can take the covering off and unprotect the red cabbage, because I want some red cabbage for next year. Oh, beautiful pickle. Now I'm down on the ground, and I love being this close to plants, because these potatoes are my salad blue potatoes. And I just thought I had to show you the flowers. And shall I go into the corner and you'll see the big version? They're absolutely beautiful. They've got a purpley blue hue to the flower itself. Beautiful yellow section in the middle. And it looks like, being very cheeky, it's poking its tongue out of the front bit. Absolutely stunning. Of course, these are the blue potatoes. And so it replicates, I presume, the innards of the potato. Because the normal potato flowers, they're just white. But these are absolutely beautiful. Isn't nature a wonderful thing? Very, very lucky to have such colour from a vegetable plant, really. That's magnificent once again. And fingers crossed for my lovely red cabbages. Oh, that was my bee. He must know I'm filming, because he pots around and comes and sees us every so often. And well, I wish he'd have come while I was filming. That'd have been lovely. Frightened the life out of me though. Came out of nowhere. I'm gonna find a good position to film it. Just before I say goodbye, I thought I'd show you my sweet peas. When I put them out, possibly a little too early, maybe a week or so early, they were very weedy and not very strong. But over the weeks, they've grown into these magnificent plants. They've got purples and pinks and whites. In fact, the white ones are called white swan, and they're just beautiful, elegant flowers. Oh, and they smell delicious. Once again, thank you very much for watching Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures, and it's great to have you on board. Hello to the new subscribers, and you'll soon find out that we like a good cup of tea here on the allotment. So prepare next time. Get yourself a lovely cuppa. And once again, to all the dads out there, have a fantastic Father's Day, and we'll see you very soon here on Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures. Ta-ra for now.